Well, welcome to our live streaming today from the McLaren Oval. It's the first grand final of the women's football, and this is the A grade today, and should be a good game, Nifty, and these two teams have battled it out throughout the year.
Yes, certainly have indeed. Yeah, McLaren and Strathalbyn do battle in this one. I think Strathalbyn were the grand finalists from last year in the Hills division, now come down in the Great Southern Football League, and McLaren had a pretty good record this year and leading the way all the way along. So look, we're looking forward to a good game of football between the senior side and McLaren and the Strathalbyn Football Club today.
But after this, the game will commence.
Holds her off, Cookie.
Umpire throws the ball up high, in they go, and no beg your pardons in this one, Nifty. There's no
tomorrow.
This is the Open. There's no tomorrow up there, and they jump up for the mark, for the knock, and player in front there from Strathalbyn is about to get up and take a kick, and I think that is Abby Ballard that's got it, kicks it across the ground. She's got a teammate over the far side of the ground, and Strath are kicking to our right hand side, which is the Victor Harbour side here of the McLaren Oval. And the teamwork's down there now. A series of marks been taken. They're a long way from us, Nifty, at the moment to pick up, aren't they, out there? Those players are down into the forward line. It goes, and another mark. So good teamwork out there by Strathalbyn, and they've got a shot on. Maybe a shot on goal, but this should lob into the goal square though. Player there with the ball, kicks it in high. The tall players jump up and down. The umpire calls play on. McLaren leading the race for the ball. If they can pick it up, they do, but Strathalbyn end up with it, and the ball is kicked now. Here's a shot for goal. There's two players waiting in the goal square, and two Strathalbyn players. And
got to pay the mark, I suppose, don't you?
I don't know who do you pay the mark to.
Wow.
And that is number 23 down there. Looks like Sarah Shaw is about to have the first shot for goal in the Open, and they put that one straight through, and that is the first goal of the match in the Open division. And Strathalbyn go to one straight goal, leading McLaren, and yet to have a kick.
Yes, indeed. Yes, Strathalbyn really controlling the game of football. Umpires bringing the footy back up into the centre corridor. Good passage of play there by Strath. They kept it Barley's away from McLaren from the centre bounce. We're coming back up in the middle again. What have we done? We lost the footy on here. It comes on the boundary umpires. Moving the back.
Bloke, this boundary umpire, isn't he?
Very tall.
Striding out.
Beautiful conditions for football here on the Sunday because of the Great Southern Open Women's competition. Grand final day.
That might be Dennis Ricey.
It is Ricey out there in the a little, out there with Gary Stewart. Umpire Ricey flicks her up in the air again. Strath thought waited down the footy but didn't get it. Well done, roved out there by McLaren. McLaren kicks the football up in there, and a good mark there taken by Amy Fuller. Amy Fuller now chips the football high one up here. Chance here for the tall timber in Sally, but she can't get up into it. All free kicks been given away, shove out. So McLaren with a shot on here from Hepburn. Hepburn now. 45 out. Fuller comes out and takes a good mark. 30 metres out directly, or 25 metres out directly in front of goals. So Sally Fuller,
netball extraordinaire.
90.1 correspondent through netball. Comes back, loads up the kick. Oh, Sally, she's kicked it off side and sprayed it. We watched her do the warm-up through early today, and she never missed one. That one there, the nerves has got them in the grand final. So out of bounds on the full. Strath to bring the footy back in again. Low trajectory kick forward. Juggling mark paid out there, and it is paid. Juggled it well. On the far side there, we just can't pick up their numbers at the moment. Plenty of pack of players looming under where she's going to kick the footy. She does. He kicks it down the line, close to the boundary line. Well, that's a good mark taken over. And it was touched over the line, and the boundary umpire will come into play.
It's about the first time the ball's been out of bounds.
Yesterday, they've been done very well kicking it in. It's a boundary umpire with a footy. Good, nice high throw in. A bit of body work. Well done. Tapped down by McLaren. McLaren now chumped the footy off. Little toe poke along the ground. Starts here for the back line for Strasbourg. Well, but McLaren's got a loose player out. It's a one-on-one.
Got to go for the ball.
For the footy first, and she didn't have eyes only for the footy. Went for the player and deemed to shepherd her off. So free kick, Strathalbyn. Strath loads it up down the line and finds Cockburn. Cockburn gets it down up onto the club room side wing. McLaren have got it. They've all made a bit of a meal of it. Player there could have been deemed in the back. It's not. Run back around there. It is now by Johnson from Strath. Johnson loads up the long bomb, but well done. Good mark taken down there by McLaren on the centre of the ground. Playing there. Just can't pick up the
ball. Krajewski.
Yeah, it is.
Chesky. That's the net bowler for Victor Harbour as well.
Yeah, come down playing footy at McLaren. That'll send shockwaves through everybody in the footy world. We'll come down, Strath. Will be holding the ball, and McLaren too far out to score. Right on the true centre half forward position, right on the square. Kicking forward, waiting for some leads to come out. Not a real lot of movement forward. Pop it up in the air again. Player from Strath can't get the mark. Ball goes to ground. She's in dispute. Plenty of players working hard over the football. Fuller from the knees. Handballs it. Quick kick out, and the ball's gone through to the goals and just out of bounds.
The ball out of bounds there. Emma Krajewski. She is a niece of the North Melbourne player there in.
Oh, right.
Won the McGarry medal over here for Glenelg a few years ago. I think he's known at the moment, shouldn't I? Played footy with him. I played, not footy with him, I played tennis with him, yeah, as the ball goes out of bounds. Anyway, it goes out of bounds without being touched, and it will be brought back in here by Copley. So Copley kicks the ball in, looking down there for the tall timber in the forward line. Can't find anyone down there though. Ball player there is thrown out, and I think you'll find that there'll be a free kick paid here to McLaren, and the player with the ball there is Amy Fuller. So I dare say she's related to Sally somewhere along there.
That's not a bad kick, Amy.
One step and it pushes it just across the line, and that is a minor score down there to McLaren. That's their first score. McLaren 1 point. Trail the Strathalbyn side there, one straight goal.
Just wait for the footy to come back in again.
Hodgman was the one I was thinking of.
Right on the line, as in Kim.
In Kim's, yeah, not Kim's daughter though, it's Linton's daughter.
Strath clear the football out, burn they go again, or plenty of McLaren players under it. Fuller can nearly bring the mark down, not deemed to be played. Ball and still in dispute on the ground, or stolen out of the pack by one of the McLaren players. Now stolen back again by Strathalbyn through Ballard. Ballard now opens up the footy. It's a race on down the line. Still Johnson now for Strathalbyn, kicks into an open forward line. Player there loose on her own. Did run away from the team there. Well done McLaren. They back it up in the back lines. Quick hands, comes back out. Pack of players. Series handballs. Now a toe poke down the line up into the centre corridor. Bounces straight through the Strath player to McLaren. Can't handle it. Strath now load up the kick into the centre circle. Should go, and a good mark taken down there by Millard for Strath, right in the centre circle. Plays on quickly down the cricket pitch. They go. Oh, McLaren, not a good kick forward. McLaren player right up underneath it, and that was Goldsmith. Goldsmith comes out towards Fuller. Can't clear out up on the wing. Strathalbyn player up in front. McLaren deep underneath it. Oh, just can't pick it up. It's the old Coca soap kid. She's done well. She can try. Could be done and in the back. Just got tackled and just rode her into the ground into the back. She just
they had to give her the benefit of that.
Tackle sideways. It would have been Dean holding the ball.
Yeah.
Up a little bit ginger up on that one, Nicky Bell. He's back, centre wing, clubroom side. Little drop punt forward. Up I go again. Plenty of McLaren players in the contest of the fall of the footy, but Strathalbyn seem to have the stronger players. And then it's Ballard again. Kicks the football high and long inside 50. Oh, ball just bounced up the wrong way. The old B-grade bounce. Couldn't get hold of it. McLaren defence line working overtime. Deep B in the pocket. Handball comes back out and kick around. It is by Liebhart. Is it?
Bree Liebhart.
Bree Liebhart.
Yeah.
And the kick forward.
Another very good netballer too.
Kick forward there is mark taken by McLaren, or was it out of bounds?
I think it's a free kick. That on the post, I think, down there. Looks like a point post, but it's not. Anyway, from the kick-ins. Gone down the clubroom side. McLaren got hold of it all. Player there just got the handball in time. He was near the boundary line. And Strathalbyn, Jury's running the wrong way then, but anyway, comes out loose. Here's another chance for Strathalbyn to do something with it, but the ball comes out loose again to McLaren. Too high, says the umpire, and McLaren will get the free kick. That was 18, is it? The 7th one? No, it's not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's got the ball.
Here comes 18.
Down. Here comes 18 there. Out there in Sally Fuller. She doesn't get near it. Strathalbyn though will clear it back again. That was a good clearance down there by Broadbent. Broadbent gets it over to her teammate further down the ground in Johnson. And Johnson will kick the ball down here. Almost a good mark. Is it a mark? No, the umpire hasn't paid it. The ball's on the ground. Both fighting over it down there, and the umpire will come in and throw it up on the half forward line down there for Strath. Throws it up. Gets play underway quickly. Pushed down there by the ruckman for McLaren. Ball comes out loose again. On the ground, and some of these players are going for the player first before they then go and pick the ball up. But anyway, a loose hand pass comes out here and is holding the ball. Throw, says the umpire, and Strath will get the advantage of this free kick. Kick's gone out here now to Wallace. Wallace kicks the ball into the forward line it goes, and in the way down there is one of the taller players out there for McLaren. They kick it across. Not too far for the player leading out there in Newell. Going over to Strathfield. The player there is Wallace. Wallace again. She can't do anything with it either, but it could be picked up by another player. Have a long kick in, and that was Ballard. And that is out of bounds on the full, says the umpire. And it will be brought back in by McLaren. Ball goes up high. Ruckman all at the back of the puck. That's a good mark and taken there by Strath. The deal with that one is Holly Wallace again. She did several kicks in the last couple of minutes. She didn't go back far enough to take that one though, and it wasn't a good one. But here's a chance now in the goal square. A Strathalbyn player there waiting for it, and might force this one across behind. No, they don't. McLaren not giving anything away. Down the clubroom side it goes, and off it goes. Here's a chance down there for Fuller. I think there was Amy Fuller. There's a couple of Fullers out there, and across the line it goes out. Nifty.
Yeah, McLaren with the kick down the line, right at true centre wing now, right in front of the new coach's box here for McLaren. A little toe poke up in the air, but it gives the Strath player there plenty of time to get underneath the football and pick it up, and that's Annabelle Thomas. Thomas now loads up, good kick. Looking forward all straight into a wall of McLaren players all play there, coming in to support, pushing that one out. Picked up again, it is by Morgan Johnson. Johnson now getting plenty of kicks, but the turnover's gone around, and McLaren on the half-back line. Picked up a comfortable mark. Yeah, I just looked back up on my sheets. I thought that Holly Wallace was a good one. It was the captain from the under-16s, Kev, so she's already had a pre-game. She's already won in one game, so now playing from the A grade as well. So he picked up a good mark taken there by Strathbury. Chapman loads up the footy. Mark can't be taken. Plenty of Strath players at the fall of the football. Ballard again. Ballard's getting plenty of kicks. Let's go through. The long kick on through. She's bouncy through. Now it is picked up. It is by the Strathalbyn player there and kicked through into an open goal. Skill there with the long dark hair. Yeah, keep an eye on her. So that'll take Strathalbyn now to 2 straight goals to McLaren 1 point.
I'll keep your eye on her there, Nifty.
I will.
It's there's long hair. It gets in the way of the numbers, doesn't it?
Yeah, we were talking about that before. The old days of checking the boots and that, and your hair's too long. Snip.
Yeah, I think the boy needs a pair of scissors so they can work out.
Number 27 there, Kev.
Number 27 for Strathalbyn. Put that one through, and that was Bree Liebhart. That's the 2 goals to a point. With Strathalbyn ahead. Umpire throws the ball up again in the centre. Sally Fuller's in ruck. She knocked the ball down. Strathalbyn came out with the ball though, and it's gone down Strathalbyn's way. McLaren player there in the way, pushed out of it, and Strath get the ball out loose. Should be able to pick this one up, and the umpire says no, we're going to give a free kick back here to Strath.
Wallace
and
again.
She hasn't wasted any time. That's Wallace, gets it in, and over there to a teammate, and she's got the long black hair also, and that one was Georgie Pater.
Also played down
Also played in the under-16s too today. With McLaren with the mark down the back, and I think this player's going to get it again, and that is Abby Ballard. She's got plenty of kicks. You pocket rocket this one.
Yeah.
Got the ball, kicks it down, and they fly high for it. Through the hands of Strathalbyn, and here's a chance now for the players there from McLaren having a bit of trouble getting the ball forward. They kick it off the ground though, plenty of Strathalbyns in there for the ball, and player tried to kick it, just kicked it at the last second, and there's a good job taken down there by Connery. So Connery's got it for McLaren. She puts the ball up, going over towards the clubroom side, or offhands it comes again. Strathalbyn got it again there through Grant. Gets the ball quickly over to Shaw. Shaw has a long kick in, and the ball bounces like a Shane Warne spinner, that one, and over in front of the scoreboard. The umpire calls play on out there. There's another little kick in. Can they kick this off the ground? That's Strathalbyn right in the goal square down there, and the umpire comes and says, I'll throw it up. Very close to quarter time, and I think they're only 15-minute quarters, and the umpire throws this up, so if he doesn't throw it up quickly, the siren will go. The ball's almost in the goal square. Strathalbyn go up for the knock. Player comes in there, tries to take the kick out, can't get the kick. Again it comes in on, this could go somewhere. The kick was taken just before the siren, blocked though, and it did not score. So at quarter time we have Strathalbyn 2 straight goals, leading McLaren solitary point.
Yes. Oh, well, 2 goal kickers there you got for Strathalbyn. Should have one there for McLaren, but Nurse.
No, Nurse got in the way there. Sarah Shaw and Brianna Livehart from Langhorne Creek and netballer have scored 1 goal each. That's for the Strathalbyn side. For McLaren, not only a point, and Sally Fuller then had a chance to put it through, and
Nerves got
she was kicking out in front of us there before the match started, and kicking that far every kick.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, that's what happens. You get into a grand final and you never know what's likely to happen. So it's 2 goals to Strathalbyn, 1 point to McLaren, and it's quarter time.
Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM is proud to present local football, telecast live via the internet every Saturday. Local football now live streamed via the Happy FM website.
Siren sounds, and Gary Stewart throws the ball up. Up it goes, new good knockdown by McLaren. Oh, went straight to a player there who was grabbed hold of immediately, and that was Chantel DePretty. Umpire's got it again. Oh, there's someone down there, looks like they might have been winded. I hope they're having a little bit of time on for this type of thing, because it's
injury time. Was the only one. I did
on.
ask Grant before to just give us a rundown, and he said there is an injury time.
Okay. Anyway, the girl looks like she's a ruckman, I suppose. So you've got to wait for her to get into the right spot. Well, he's not. He's still
Sally's gone in to do the rucking. So told her to drop back. So good call. But
anyway, umpire throws it up again. Sally Fuller probably got the knock. She got the ball too, but they've got her, and she's not going anywhere. Gives the ball back to Gary Stewart, the umpire. Up they go again. Sally Fuller goes to punch it, missed it. Ball's on the ground. Oh, there's McLaren. They're just trying to get it out. Strath is stopping them. Doing it well at the moment. Strathalbyn want to hang on to this lead. And this is about the 3rd throw up now, and not very long anyway. McLaren got to knock further out this time. But again, into a stack of players. Maybe 16 sides away to go, Nifty. The last game was very open, wasn't it, most of the time? Umpire throws it up again. Ball comes down. Strathalbyn will grab hold of it this time. Player there from Strathalbyn should be able to pick it up. She can't. Bends down to pick it up again. And over the shoulders is the umpire, and the free kick will go out here to McLaren.
Jacobs it would be. I think she was the one that dived in under the footy. I thought she might have come up with a free.
Yeah, she could have got a boot in the mouth too, the way she dived under that. And here kicks it down again to the centre half forward area at the back of the pack. Taken down there by Strath through Ellie Fry. Ball comes out again. Strathalbyn are going in hard for this, aren't they? Out it comes. No, there's a chance now for McLaren. The player here will probably go for holding the ball. No, they didn't. And again, too high, and Strathalbyn will get the free kick out there to Tessa Grant.
Yeah, Tessa Grant it is with the footy, goes out wide out onto the wing. Probably not the best option, one-on-one contest, but Strath player held her feet a lot better. Now it can be picked up by Strath again. Going down hard again. Now McLaren with the footy just gets the handball up. Plenty of players are up underneath the footy. A bit of aerial ping pong at the moment. And umpire Rice says too many players umpiring the football. I'll have it and we'll ball it up straight away. He does. Good tap down it is by Sally Fuller from McLaren. Go out wide, little kick down the line, picked up by Strathalbyn, hugs the boundary beautifully, kick forward. And that was a very good grab out there by Strathalbyn. That was the live wire in Johnson. Yeah, she has some touch. She is a pocket rocket. Johnson from centre wing, far side the oval, down the line. Fuller puts the big hands up, can't get it, bring it down. Small player from Strath, come back around, little kick inside, but it's gone down, straight down the throat of Natalie Dixon from McLaren.
Go to the ball!
Looking for, keep it going down the wing line. Good kick from Dixon. Up high she goes again. Up over the back of the players. Loose ball in dispute. Can be picked up McLaren if they get the bounce. They do get the bounce as well. Amy Fuller gets one a little bit too high. And she'll come up with a free kick. Centre wing far side the oval. So Amy Fuller. Long high ball up in the air. Plenty of hands go up to it. Punch back down onto the ground again. McLaren player hard in at the football at it. Strathalbyn set upon her. Oh, Gary's gone into it. Said prior opportunity there was, and you've been deemed holding the ball. Free kick, Strath. Strathalbyn goes back deep in the half back pocket. Kick, hugging the old boundary, wobbly old floater forward. Not a good kick down the line. Still turn it around again. Tick over the top. Well done with McLaren. Defence line starting to work out pretty well. Kick it now back in towards the centre wing position. Oh, there for McLaren, goes up the footy, can't bring it down now. A little toe poke off the ground. All the marking from McLaren's is really letting them down. Plenty of pack of players can go in and get the footy. They can't get it out, Kev. 2 goals to Strathalbyn, 1 point only to McLaren.
Yeah, they can't get that one grab, can they? They hit some and then bounces off. Poor Strath had it in for a while, and ball bench going here for holding the ball. And the free kick will go to McLaren. So McLaren's got hold of it now. Let's see her number from here. Number 19 it was, and that is Chantilda Pretty. And here's a chance now for McLaren to get that ball deep into their forward line. Strathalbyn defending well down there at the moment, stopping that ball coming in at all. And umpire Stewart will have to come in and toss it up again. Scoring's pretty hard this quarter. In fact, no one scored yet. Nifty, and we've been playing 5 minutes.
She's a tough one, Kev.
It's a tough one to get a score here, isn't it? Up they go for the knock again. I reckon that was Sally, got the knock this time. Knocked it on the ground though. And the umpire, just while he's not bouncing, well, Gary Stewart would have to go and take a break, I reckon, at half time. Umpire throws it up again. Taken out of the ruck by Strath. Maybe a little bit lenient there on her. She took it out, and when you take it out of the ruck like that, you've got to get rid of it immediately. Anyway, up they go again for the knock. Down on the ground goes the McLaren player, and Strath just stands around. Just too much of this.
3 ball ups. Here comes the free kick.
This has got to be the free kick this time, surely. Up it goes again. Sally Fuller knocked that one down reasonably well, but at the feet of her teammate and the opposition. Well, I can't get any scores there, Nifty. Not even close. 2 goals to Strathalbyn, 1 point McLaren.
Well, we edged about 40 metres. Sally Fuller comes in with a big roundhouse, punched it down, but it didn't go too far. Pack of players loom around it again. It's plenty of Strath. They're in tether for the footballers, a lot higher than McLaren. And like we were saying before, McLaren just can't
How
take
many
the one
players are on
grabbers.
the ball?
There is too many.
Too many.
I think if it was mini Colts, we'd go and get the old witches' hats out and say, you're not allowed below to pass this line. Up high they go again, Fuller again. She's winning the ruck. Jules and tap down to the rover. A kick forward. A kick forward is good. Kick forward is bouncing. Can't. Strath just keep it out. A knock back on. It is from McLaren. Pick up the football. They're right on the point post. Still working overtime for the footy. Umpires are letting it go. They want some football to come out of there. Now rushed on through, and a minor score only to McLaren. So the first score of this second term, it goes to 2 points to McLaren. 2 straight goals, Strathalbyn. And we've gone 6.5, nearly half minutes of this, the second term.
Broadbent with the ball now, brings it back in for Strath. One kick, oh, there's a good mark, and that's Brown. Live hard again. I hope I got that right. Cookie will tell me off if I haven't. But anyway, down the ground it goes, over the top of the pack. And Strathalbyn played out a couple of hands right in the middle of her back. Will take the free kick right over that far side of the ground for Strath. Kick it in again. Here's Live hard again. Gets in position well down there. Old Brute takes a mark, and it'll take a lot of kicks like that to get it down the other end. But then she finds a teammate over the other side of the ground. Left footer. And it goes again. I reckon this one will probably go across the boundary line without anyone touching it. And the free kick will go back to McLaren. I'm trying to see who it is. And no, oh well, they better kick it in. Anyway, over the top of the pack it goes, and Dixon's got hold of it. No one's near it.
Plenty of room.
Puts the ball down now. They've got an open forward line. Coming in down there, the ball has been marked by Broadbent.
Just when they get a breakaway.
Yeah, when they get a breakaway, but there was too many red jumpers down there. Broadbent, they got it again. Back it goes, off hands it goes. McLaren again trying to get hold of it. They can't, but I reckon that might have been leave hard again, was it? They got the ball out, but anyway, Stratha got the ball. It's a mark right over that far side of the ground, hanging onto the boundary line. They are over there. And this, I would think, hits it right on the chest and bounces across the line. And the umpire says it was touched across the line, and it will be a throw-in in. Yeah, it's no longer an open game of footy, is it? And the boundary umpire's got hold of it. Little fella's got up. Does a good job. Throws it in. Oh, it goes in a little bit short this time, and the umpire says, I thought he might say do it again. But the free kick, Strath kicked it out on the foot, and McLaren have got hold of it. Bring the ball over this side of the ground a little bit more. Up it goes, just over the centre line. There's a good mark and taken out there by Fuller. This one's Sally Fuller. And look at that, she kicked the ball 40 metres this time down the ground. Finds her teammate down there, and I'm not sure that's Dixon or not, but anyway, as I said, they're a long way from us.
Dixon
down into the forward line it goes. Almost a mark taken by McLaren. They can't grab hold of it, and the umpire's not circling, he's just standing there watching, and the ball will go out near the boundary line, and McLaren will bring it back in again through Natalie Dixon. It wasn't touched before it crossed the line, and Dixon puts it back in again. Tall timber goes up over their heads. Again, it's over near the boundary line over that far side. Very difficult to see that far away nifty. My eyes are not that good. It's still 2 goals to 2 points with Strathalbyn ahead.
Well, they've got it down inside their 50. Sally Fuller again does the ruck work. She's definitely winning the ruck work, but they just can't get the clearances out of it. Plenty of players over the footy again, and one Strathalbyn player down, 2 McLaren's up over the top. I think he can sit down in front, ladies and gentlemen. It's good having a picnic out on the oval, but they are playing a game of footy out there as well. So
I thought so.
Free kick it did to go to Strathalbyn, and also a bit of lip service out there. A 50-metre penalty will arrive as well. So we having 50s? Yes, we are.
I think Gary might be going for 100.
He's going for a walk. Bit of a jog backwards.
The girl might have told him where to put the whistle, and he didn't like that.
And kind of where the Sunday time. That is
that is a long 50, that one. Or perhaps it's 2.
He might have given the old 2 out of it too. So Strathalbyn from centre wing, far side of the oval, with a fairly generous 50-metre penalty. Kick on forward again, but the kick forward was in vain and was taken there by McLaren from
Laura Hodgman.
Half-back line. Targets go back up again. Strathalbyn get hold of the footy, front of the pack. This could be deemed to be out of bounds, and it'll be free kick to McLaren. Not touched.
It's Emma Gruchewski.
So McLaren deep in the pocket. Need to clear the footy out of there. Yeah, good mark taken there by Strathalbyn.
The marking's pretty good.
Very good by Strathalbyn, letting them down from McLaren. It's a good mark. Good trajectory, low kick forward. Good leading mark out. Maybe a little bit too far out the score. About 40 metres. The out kicks up its way into the top of the squares to target. It's come off some hands, and I think we might have a boundary umpire for this one. And the boundary umpire said yes, touched up over the line. And we'll have the boundary throw in. Only about 20 metres around from Strathalbyn goals. And go back up. Well cleared out there by McLaren. Ball in dispute, loose ground down out there. Strathalbyn, plenty of players, worked it well. Handballs around aplenty, but the kick inbound is not too good.
What's happened there?
Well, I think the Strath player I thought she was playing on, or maybe she was called
the
to play
umpires
on.
agreed with it anyway.
Agreed with it. She was tackled, brought down, and there's a ball up just at the top of the square, tapped down by Strath. Here's a chance for a score. Handball comes back, Siri handball comes back, kick forward, high one up over. That is a very good kick up over the top. It is by Abby Ballard, and Abby Ballard has got goal number 3 on the board for Strathalbyn. They go to 3 straight goals to McLaren, 2 lonely old points, Kev.
Yes, they are lonely old points up there, aren't they? Yes, half time can very easily come. I don't think we're that far away from it at the moment, are we?
No, we're not.
A couple of minutes away from half time, and McLaren have not scored a goal. In fact, the only chance I had was when Sally Fuller had it about half an hour ago. Umpire comes in now, will throw the ball up. Up it goes. In go the ruckman again. Ball's on the ground. Well, Strathalbyn are first to it. They're first to the ball all the time. They've got the runners, they've got the people out in the open, and they're getting the free kicks. And that one's gone out here to Millard. So Millard's got it. That's not a bad kick either down. And that's a good kick. In fact, that's gone about 60 metres without anyone touching it. Oh, there's a free kick over there to the McLaren player. And is that number 14, is it? Well, it might be Lauren Hodgman. It's a long way away from us. She's got it, and that is a shocker of a kick. Can't be picked up by anyone though. The players out there trying to knock it out. Finally it goes out loose again, and Strathalbyn though, they get their heads down, they got it over the ball, and they deserve their lead so far as the ball comes out again, comes out loose. McLaren trying to get it out. Some of these girls look like they're a little bit tired out there at the moment, but anyway, the ball's on the ground, and there is a free kick being paid to Strath. And then we'll go back and take a kick. And that one is Sarah Shaw. She won't kick it from 50. The boys would be lucky to kick it from there, so could make a liar of us here, Nifty, and put the tanker through, get onto a big screwy or something. Anyway, here comes Shaw. She kicks it right on the 50, and it will fall well short as they fly for it down there. The ball will be kept in. It's right over and kicked off the ground. And luckily it's gone over to the McLaren's advantage over there. The McLaren player was on the ground, got the handball out the way. And Strath, look, player just dived in, then picked the ball up, and there's that many McLaren players down there. It's not funny. This is why they got the trouble now once it goes back here, because there's all the spare Strathalbyn players out near the 50-metre line. Picked up again by McLaren. Oh, a little bit too high, you'd have to say. He broke a neck coming up there.
Beaten by a truck there.
It was, wasn't it?
It was a big hit.
Yeah, it was a big hit. And the girl had her head down.
And that was courageous stuff, because really with only about 20 seconds to go, Strath were in scoring front there, so this is just going to relieve it. So.
Oh, I think it has. It's about 5 seconds to go. The umpire lets play go on again, and there it goes. It is half time with McLaren scoring 1 point that quarter to take their score to 2 points for the game and 1 goal to Strathalbyn, and they are 3 goals. So it's 3 goals to 2 points. Strath leading at the half-time break, Nifty.
Yes, it is indeed. So goal scorers there. Well, they're only from one side at the moment. Abby Ballard there with 1 goal in that term, and Sarah Shaw with 1 goal, and Anna Marie Liebhardt with 1 goal there in the first term as well. McLaren yet to get a goal on the board. Should have been 1, but not to be. Beautiful conditions. So 7 minutes for half time, Kev. They need to really rally around. Strathalbyn are the first of the footy. They're marking. Their contest works is a lot superior than the McLaren. McLaren need to sharpen this up in the last half. It's there's only a few goals in front, so they need to get a bit of a...
It is gettable, but they've got to do it very quickly. 15-minute quarters are not easy to score lots of goals in.
No.
It's half time here at the McLaren Oval in the women's A-grade final. We'll be back shortly after these messages.
Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM is proud to present local football telecast live via the internet every Saturday. Local football now live streamed via the Happy FM website.
Gary, we're just going to get a few kids off the oval. We're up and away, Cookie.
Up they go for the knocks. Oh, Strath get it out immediately down the ground. It goes through Ballard down to the half-forward line. And they're fumbling down there at the moment. That's McLaren. And here's another chance. Oh, a player there leading into the ground. And she, in fact, she was lucky there that she didn't give away a 50-metre as well. She had the ball and just left it on the ground.
Pocket rocket.
That's Johnson, is it? He's got hold of it down there. Johnson kicks it out to the pocket. Comes out loose. Oh, back it goes again to Johnson. She's backed up.
Abby Ballard.
Ballard was it. She has a shot in. And it just misses and goes for a minor score. That's their first blemish today, the Strathalbyn club. 3 goals won to Strathalbyn, 2 points to McLaren.
Johnson and Ballard are absolutely ripping the bag in the stat sheet, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's if we kept it.
Yeah. McLaren with the kick in. Good kick in from full back. Long high kick, high up trajectory, up underneath it. They go, McLaren, they're just fumbling the footy. Look, I think the nerves have really got hold of them here. Now kick out, cleared it out. It is Rajeski by Rajeski. Rajeski gets it up into the centre of the ground. There's plenty of numbers in red and whites around there. Handball just done with deemed as a throw and called by the umpire. Free kick to McLaren. Right. Oh, there of number 19. The Pretty's kick was off the side of the boot. They've really got the yips up here. Strathalbyn can play a bit more controlled footy. Kick forward is by Millard. Millard down the line, not paid. Mark not paid. Play on's the call from the umpire. McLaren dish it out. There it comes again through Babby Ballard. Abby Ballard sees an open goal. Get the ball. Props. A kick. A good rove pick up there by Strathalbyn. And just off target and through for another minor score.
I tell you what, they got some good runners down there.
The scoreboard's gone electric down here. They're putting it up on the wrong side.
Tucker down there, they had that wild shot for goal and just missed. Anyway, from the kick in by Strathalbyn, the ball has been nearly marked down there. Back in it goes to the forward line once again. Picked up by McLaren. I don't think they looked too far hard where they were kicking it. And the ball has been taken there by Ellie Fry. So Fry's too far out to score here, but could put it in among the taller players. She's going to fall a mile short out there. Off hands it goes, taken by McLaren. Good hand pass. Brought the ball back into the fuller direction. Right up around the right spot. Picked it up, down it goes. Here's a chance to go over the top of the pack for McLaren. She can bounce it if she wants to. Doesn't want to. Has a long wild shot in for goal. And of course it is falling short.
Look out.
Should be picked up down here by McLaren. They get it up and it goes through the goal. And that is Georgina Jacobs. That's the third goal of the third quarter, and that puts a bit more life back into the game there. With McLaren 1 goal 2, trailing Strathalbyn 3 goals 2.
Well, that was a good bit of passage of play down the ground there. Good mark, good kick forward, good pick up. Yes, she panicked a bit. She could have had the bounce and just run into the open goals. And luckily, she just cleaned it up. She didn't have to. Just cleaned it up nicely, and yeah, the one-on-one contest, and McLaren down there in Georgina Jacobs brings to mind, grab hold of the footy and do it. Ball back in the centre with the umpire, flicks the football up high again. Tap down it is by McLaren, picked up by McLaren Rover, but she's well held on to. Well, the umpires are letting it go. Oh, she's had plenty of time with the football. Picked up it is now by Babby Ballard again for Strathalbyn.
Oh, what a mark.
Wrapping up the stats, and a good mark taken down there at centre half forward by Strath there in Sarah Shaw. Sarah Shaw, oh, that's a good drop punt forward there, tall timber, oh, could have been beaten to mark, not do, knocked out of the hands just in time. Socket out of the way, it is by McLaren. Now they've got the weighted numbers, all well tackled by Strath. Their intensity of the football is amazing. Picked up, handball comes back out, can't control it. McLaren under the pump a bit, near to clear the footy. Soccer goes to the Strathalbyn player. Strath now, a little toe poke down the line. Picked up by McLaren again, but the tackling by Strathalbyn, the intensity is fantastic. Picked up and is now by Abby Ballard again. In towards the top of the square, ball in dispute. McLaren have got hold of the footy, they've got hold of McLaren McLaren. Here's a chance now for Strath. Oh, could have been taken a bit high. Umpires are letting it go. Picked up now by McLaren. Pick it up, a kick down the line, hugging the boundary. Or just hold it inside. There it is. Bobby Grzycki. I'll get that name out there again. It isn't, but it just can't control it. Another kick down the line.
That one right for this time next year. Grzycki.
Okay, out of bounds. Free kick.
Hodgman,
yeah. Kick for Strathalbyn down the line. And good mark there taken by McLaren. That's one of the better controlling marks down there by Goldsmith. Emma Goldsmith down kicks a bit of a helicopter ball up in there. Tall timber from McLaren, just can't take that mark. They need to take him into the tackle on Strathalbyn. A long shot in for goals. All ball bounces, does a leg break, goes deep out into the pocket. Strath in there. McLaren, later number, should get away with it. Pick up the footy. Chance here to clear the football. They need some help in there, McLaren. They need to get out. Strathalbyn back up it well again. Another kick inbound to the pocket again. Well trapped it is down there by McLaren. Kick out wide. But who's it go to? Strath again. They bring the football back in again. Still deep out in the pocket. Oh, bounces up over the top. What a beautiful bounce it was by Strathalbyn. And kicked through for a goal. And a goal it is to the Strathalbyn. They will go now to 4 goals 2 to McLaren 1 goal 2.
I didn't see you
here, coming up the centre half forward. Kev, just there right next to the umpire, next to Ricey. Just getting a drink now. Just getting a drink of water there.
You keep your eyes on her then, and she's not going to turn around and charge her number, I don't think.
She's having a bit of a puff. There was a fair old frantic bit of...
There was a heap of players involved with that, and that's what they didn't need. 4 goals 2 to Strath, 1 goal 2 to McLaren. Ball back in the centre. About halfway through the 3rd term.
27.
Throws it up high again. 27, was it? Or not pretty loop hard again, was it?
It was.
And the ball now is going down McLaren's end. Strathalbyn, though, they've just got the numbers there. They've just got the know-how to do it, haven't they? They're almost a mark and paid there.
Paid.
I think they are going to pay that one. So over the shoulder. And McLaren will get a chance here to put the ball right down in their forward area. In they come. That's not a bad kick either. That's going a reasonable amount, almost a mark taken down there by the tall timber from McLaren. Cross the ground they go with it. Here's a chance for Strath to pick it up. They do a lightning hand pass went away there from Wallace. It kicks it further down the ground for Strath. Get this way here from McLaren. They can get a handball out there to the player waiting, but to the player that's waiting is unable to do anything about it. And the umpire will come in here and chuck it up. Up it goes. Fuller goes up. Didn't get the knock. Comes down. Here's a chance for Strathalbyn to get away with the ball. They do. And Ballard goes in, and she'd have to be close to the best player on the ground, wouldn't she, at the moment? Anyway, here's a free kick goes to McLaren. Player being held on to them that couldn't go in and pick it up, or didn't want to go in and pick it up. And the free kick goes out here to Goldsmith. So Goldsmith. In the centre of the ground it goes. The McLaren player went far too early, and away it goes again down
Ballard
there.
again.
Ballard once more. And down in the goal.
The skipper.
Tucker's tried to bounce it too many times. Ball comes out loose. There's still going to be a shot in for goal from Nicky Bell, but the ball goes behind the post for a minor score. 4 goals 3 to Strathalbyn. 1 goal 2 to McLaren.
Well, they're kicking the scoreboard ticking over, Kev, aren't they? It's just make it so tough for McLaren. They just cannot get it down inside their 50. They do it so hard work.
Smith's bringing the ball in.
They do. They clear it out through Smith. Or the mark could have been taken down there. Not a little toe poke off the ground, but I'll Strathalbyn stand at the back of the pack for it, and a good mark taken there. It is by Morgan Tucker, the skipper. In striking distance here.
She'll kick this.
This one will just about start really putting the sweats up for McLaren. This could be the captain kick. Morgan Tucker. Gone back out, plenty of time. Setting herself up. Gone back a long way. On her way in now. Kicks on its way. Low trajectory top. Left it a bit too low. McLaren have trapped it in there. A bit of a toe poke off the ground. There is a pack of players in around the footy. Umpires hovering around. It gets cleared. I don't know how it got cleared out of that pack, but there's all Strathalbyn. They've built themselves a wall deep out into the pocket again. Can they get it? McLaren, good fight out there, and the boundary umpire will have to come into play and throw it in.
Little fella's not doing too bad a job, but
Good job.
Not very big, is he?
No, he's not. Boundary umpire with the footy.
That's
Good
not
eye
too bad.
throw in it is, little young fella. Tapped down it is by Sally Fuller again, but she's got no helpers out there. Sally goes in for the big tackle. Applies it beautifully, but Strath come out with a football. Toe poke in, and that one's gone out of bounds on the full. So nearly 10 minutes gone. This is the third term, Kev. It's 4-3 Strathalbyn, 1-2 McLaren.
Yes, I think it's getting close to the medleys now, isn't it, really? They've
Getting
got to
a bit
score
nervous.
4 goals in the last quarter to win it, probably. Now, McLaren with the ball. They need a goal in this last minute or so. Oh, player flew high down there, couldn't complete the mark from McLaren. It's on the ground and the umpire will come and throw it up. So it's in the forward pocket, just around from the scoreboard, far side of the ground. A bit of volleyball going on down there. The ball gets thrown out and Strathalbyn get it again. They've kicked it in time and time again. And this time the mark has been taken by Sarah Shaw. So this will be well within
one goal in the first quarter, Kev.
Yes, and she could easily get one here too. She's a right footer because she is not going to be far from straight in front. She is a right footer. Put the ball on the boot, and that one goes straight through the goals, and that is the 5th goal to Strathalbyn. 5 goals through Strathalbyn, 1 goal to McLaren.
Well, they're going to take it away from McLaren here. This is getting a little tougher now.
Very tough, isn't it?
They need to get it out of centre. We've got 4 or 5 minutes to go less than this in this the third term. They probably need to get at least 2 goals in this one to bring the margin back a bit. But Strathalbyn just from the first bounce, intensity of the football, marking, just controlling it beautifully. 11.5 minutes clicked over. This is the third term. Up they go again. Even ruck contest. Strathalbyn though stayed back down and got hold of the footy. Got a little kick away. Kick away forward. Handball comes back from centre half back through. High mark coming here. Could be a mark from McLaren. Sun's in the eyes in that one. Strathalbyn got it. Gets the handball out under pressure. Still keep driving the footy along here. She comes again. Morgan Johnson. Oh, just good tackle done there, McLaren. Oh, just get a toe poke away. Here she comes again. Johnson loads up into the square. Done with the full forward, picks it up, gives it back to Ballard. Ballard tries to kick it through, smothered. McLaren have got it, it's trapped in there. How are we going to see this one, Umpy? We're going to go and have a ball up? Yes, we will. Right alongside the point post, deep in the clubroom side pocket. Flicks it up in the air real quick. Handball comes... the tap comes down over from the back from McLaren. They've got hold of the footy. Can they try and clear it? Oh, Strathalbyn's intensity is just amazing. Now the runner away there from Holly Wallace. Holly Wallace gets it towards the goal square. It comes off hands of McLaren and through for a minus score. So they go to 5 goals for Strathalbyn to 1 goal to McLaren.
Ball to be brought back in now by McLaren. They'll have to do something fairly quickly. Perhaps there's time on in the second half.
No, I did check with the boys in there. No, there's not going to be no time on.
We're nearly at the 13-minute mark of this quarter. What was it, 15-minute quarter?
15.
Umpire throws it. Well, let's play go on, and there's a good mark being taken down there by Krzyzewski. So she's got it. Puts the ball down. There's a good kick down the ground. Back of the pack, Sally Fuller just got some attention into her leg. And there's a chance now. McLaren can get over and get this one. The Strathalbyn player there, someone had hold of her jumper before she got hold of the ball. But anyway, play's allowed to go on. McLaren definitely need this one. They need to get it out quickly. They can't. Ball's held in by Strath, and the umpire will probably come in and throw it up. He will. And we're getting closer and closer to 3/4 time with McLaren getting further and further behind. Strath comes through with it. Again, they've got all these players prepared to pick the ball up and kick it further. That was Tessa Grant. Down the ground, they go with it. Is it just inside?
Kept inside, yeah.
Kept inside. Someone says it's not. It's a handball, and I think McLaren will get the free kick. She didn't know she had it, but anyway, Ricey said, you got the free kick, go back and take it. She needs to do something with it and just kick it up in the air. That's not working too well for them at the moment. Ball's knocked down. Strath leading the race for the ball as they have all day. And that is off hands, across the line. And that's a good call in. Off his foot. Yeah, took a while to work that out.
And the Bandry umpire had it under control. He knew what he was doing. Big Gary wanted to come in and double check.
Anyway, the kick is taken down there by Fuller down to the line, and she kicks it down to a netball buddy there in Sally Fuller. And Fuller has a long kick in, but it's nowhere near long enough. The ball now is almost in the goal square for McLaren.
It's going to be a free kick.
Oh, it's gone to Strat. So Strathalbyn will relieve the pressure down there. Up it goes again, and they're Strathalbyn are just out marking them all over the ground, aren't they? Further down the ground it comes out there. The Chesky can't mark it, falls over. Will go to get away, and there's a player from McLaren had it for a brief second. And there goes the siren. And it is three-quarter time. A good lead up here by Strathalbyn. You'll think they'd have to win it from here. 5 goals for Strathalbyn, 1 goal to McLaren. And now goal kickers. And the goal kickers for Strathalbyn are 2 to Brianna Lodehart, 2 to Sarah Shaw, and 1 to Abby Ballard. The sole goal kicker for McLaren is Georgina Jacobs, which was in that third quarter. So they can only score 1 goal in 3 quarters, Nifty. I can't see them scoring over 5 to win the match from here.
No, it's a tough gig, Kev. It really is a tough gig. 15 minutes of football left for the girls, and they've really got to come to town. They've got to pull it all together. The quarter, but Strathalbyn from the first bounce have really played the game. I've come here to play today.
It's three-quarter time here at the McLaren Oval, and shortly we'll be back with the final quarter.
Don't miss out on your DVD copy of today's grand final. This special edition DVD is recorded in high definition, comes in a commemorative presentation cover, and also includes the medal presentations and after-game celebrations. Available now for only $19 from Happy FM.
Stay back. You go through there if you want to.
Ricey holds the ball up to get play underway again. Sally Fuller gets the knockdown, but the trouble is that her team doesn't get the ball, so Sally's got to go in herself. She picks up the ball, tries to get it out, and she draws a free kick. So Sally Fuller were the ones, because there's 2 Fullers there. She's got the ball, and look at that, that kick. That would have been a goal in the first quarter if she could have kicked it that far, but she couldn't. And Strathalbyn now, they've got the ball. No, they haven't. The quick kick out by McLaren, going the wrong way for them, and the mark has been taken out there by Mayer. So Mayer with the ball now. That is a good kick. Where they get these players from before that can kick the ball so far? Down to the forward line it goes. And here's a race with 2 of them out there. Oh,
just a fair shove.
A fair sort of shove.
We see that, Umpy. No?
And down they went. There's McLaren player there.
Allowed to do that.
The biggest shove you've ever seen. She rolled about 5 metres forward. Umpire throws the ball up again. Up it goes. Chance now for Strathalbyn again to clear it away. They're the first ones to bend down and pick up the ball, and the umpire will come and throw it up again. So it's down in front of McLaren's goals. You like to see him kick a goal or 2 here and put some interest in this last quarter. Well, here's a chance. That was Chesky that went to kick it in, and she went one way, the other way, tried to settle the dummy, almost did it, but didn't kick the ball straight. So Strathalbyn with it now. They've got the numbers over that far side. Players running down, have got hold of the ball, stopped, went back again, handballed over the top out here, and the ball now is taken again by McLaren, but they're a long way from goal. Strathalbyn try to pick it up, can't. The umpire's standing there watching. He says finally, I'll come and throw it up. So it's on the far side of the ground, and on that far side of the ground you're a long way from the goals over here at the McLaren Vale Oval. Taken down there by Krzyzewski again. She can't get rid of it, and it goes over to Strath. Then the Strath player, luckily for McLaren, puts it out on the full, Nifty.
Yep, free kick, and it goes away of Sally Fuller, first to the 40. Sally loads up again, another beautiful drop punt down the line, back of the pack, play on, it was touched as a mark, or crash tackle through it is by McLaren player. Can we get up a free kick out of this one? It doesn't. Handball comes out the bottom of the pack, goes to Strath, but they've dispossessed of it. Now a few little bit mistakes maybe from Strathalbyn to give McLaren a chance, but not anymore. There's a good mark taken in the pack there by the Strath player. Too far over the other side. They are going to pick up their numbers. They're going out far on the far wing. All had it spent before she marked it. Down in dispute again, close to the boundary line. How do we see this one? And it's Pete hanging on. It's a free kick, Strath.
Couldn't be any further away if it tried, Nifty.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know why we should have shifted the van over there in the sun. It would have been beautiful.
Looked in the sun there, we wouldn't have seen anything.
Strathalbyn load up the kick down the line. They go. under plenty of pack of players, picked out the back of the pack by Strath. Now kicked the football back up into the inbound, but good mark taken there by McLaren. A little toe poke up in the middle, another good mark there, using a bit of work out. That is Mayer. And now looking for some options to go. Gives the handball off. Oh, well done by the run through the player, through the centre corridor. Kick forward. Needs a lucky bounce here to run out in front. But the first people are going to meet up to the football is Strathalbyn. And that is Ballard again. Kicks it along the ground. There's a chance it's going to be a race on. First one, it's going to be a horrible crash. When they get to the football, they do. McLaren get hold of the footy first, but on the back has to handball it up. Hang on to Strath now. Tap it up over the back again. Here's a chance now for Liebhardt. Liebhardt can't get it. Kicks into a pack of players. We've got a whistle. Got a free kick going the way of McLaren. McLaren from centre wing, clubber inside. Neil gets the football back up, gives it up to Graskeski. She can't get hold of it. Palmer back again. It'll probably be Ballard again. Mark can't be paid. Handball back over the top. Chance here to go for Mayer again. She gets it, kicks it forward. Mark can't be taken by Strathalbyn. Still in dispute up on the ground. The little pocket rocket down there, and Ballard gets the footy, and they get hold of Ballard, and she finally gets done for holding the footy.
Yeah, well, I think she should have. She can't break that many players and get away with it.
And a break, Liebhardt again with the kick in. That's not a bad drop punt. We need some tall timber down in there. Where's Sal? Here she comes. She's got the footy. Whips around, jumps on. Beautiful pass forward, Sally Fuller, and finds Georgina Jacobs. Now she's kicked the only goal for McLaren. She needs to kick this one and kick it truly. Nearly 5 minutes gone. This is the last term. They need to start racking them up. Gina Jacobs on her way in, drop punt on its way, she kicks a pretty good kick, and that's a goal for McLaren, the second one to them. They go to 2 goals to Strathalbyn 5-4, and we just clicked over the 5-minute mark of the last term.
10 minutes to go, so they've got to kick a goal there about every 10 or every 5 or 6 minutes, don't they, to get it, and I think they're going to be lucky.
Well, Big Ruckman started it, she got the kick forward, she's come back up into the middle. Coming out 90.1 netball correspondent and Sally Fuller get the big knock on forward, and McLaren drive it down there.
Well, she's going to have to, isn't she, this time? She just have to go through and build it down and hope like hell that the forward line players run in and can pick it up quickly. Anyway, Gary Stewart comes in to throw the ball up to get play underway. Fuller's in ruck, and we got beaten that time. Out of the centre it goes down there to Ballard. Kicks it across down there, and that's one of the few times Grachewski went to get the mark. He can't.
Pick up's good.
Picks it up good. Kicks it down though. Oh, almost a mark taken over there by McLaren. Here they come. Can they get a quick goal out there? No, they can't. Strathalbyn doing everything they can just to hold them up on that far side. Well, Strathalbyn worked it out, well, the coaches worked it out where to put it, hasn't he? Over near those big trees over there, and it's very hard to get the ball back in. Anyway, from that throw up, ball goes out. It's in dispute over that far side of the ground. Strath goes to pick it up. Can't. Oh, yes, they can. They might get it out this time. Almost a mark taken down there, and I think one of the umpires thought they had a whistle blow, but obviously it wasn't. And the umpire will come and throw it up. Plenty of players around the ball at the moment, and in fact there's no one in one half the oval. not one person out there at the moment.
Strathalbyn just flooded it.
Yeah, Strathalbyn don't care, they don't need to score anymore, they got plenty. As the ball now is forced metre by metre down towards their goals, McLaren's goals, and then the umpire comes and says, well, you're holding the ball down there. Perhaps they're making it too obvious that they're just trying to bring it in. Well, Sally, if she gets on the one of her good kicks, she got half a chance. She doesn't even go anywhere near the man on the mark. Ball falls short. Over the back of the pack it goes. Quick kick out of the pack will be a 1 point to McLaren. So it's 2 goals for McLaren, 5 goals for Strathalbyn. And I think Sally needed to get a little bit closer then to the person on the mark.
Yeah, the eyes, I think that she was waiting for the jump from the player, nearly took it, but it went a little bit too big. They got the snap on, but points were in front.
Points are no good this time.
No good at all. You need the big majors. Strathalbyn with the footy to clear it back in again. A bit of a floater coming back out again, but Strath in front. Good mark taken down there by Strathalbyn. Couldn't come through for the punt. Strath now loads up the football back out. Oh, well stolen. Good. That's a better mark. That's what we should have seen from McLaren. Good bit of play. Pops the footy up in the air. Tall Timbers down there. Can they mark it? No, they can't. Strathalbyn forever relentless after the football. They're going in hard. They are really hard going into it. The girl now kicks it around. McLaren. Here's a chance for McLaren. Deep out in front.
I think this is a Fuller too, isn't it?
Amy Fuller.
Yeah.
Amy Fuller needs to find a target. Oh, it's a bit of a wobbly old kick, how they see it. Ball's there, the snap around the body, off target. Through for another minus score. 2-4 McLaren, 5-4 Strathalbyn.
Nice to have to bring the ball back in. Take as long as I like. And the number 1 down there in Sean Broadbent, taking her time to get play underway, decides to kick it to herself. And that's not a bad sort of kick. It's over near that big tree, that's what they're aiming at. Just keep it over there, too hard to get back in. Ball's on the ground. Strathalbyn will pick it up and the ball will go close to the boundary line down there. In fact, the free kick has been paid down there to Strathalbyn. So Strath with the ball over the far side of the ground, and we got just over 5 minutes to go in this game, and I reckon they've touched it before it's gone across. The boundary umpire agrees, although we've got no way of seeing the line from here. Looked like it was fairly close, so the boundary umpire now will throw it in. In it goes. Taller players go in there. Out the back of the pack, well, Strathalbyn just got to kick it over the fence.
On the full.
On the full.
Go, girls, come on!
And McLaren will get the ball back. It's taking them a while to bring it back though.
They've got to square it up.
Yeah, they've got to square it up. They're kicking it where they are down there, it's just too hard. Sally Fuller again. If she can put that right out in front of the goal square down there, which she almost has, that is a good kick down there. Back of the pack. Here's a chance for Strath. Just again, they've got the numbers, but they've got all the numbers. There is no one down that other end of the oval. Nowhere near it. Fuller's got it again, kicks it across, that's a good kick.
Square it up.
And kicks it to Krzyzewski. She's probably done that plenty of times with a netball. So she comes in, puts the ball up high, across it goes. And Strathalbyn down there, they just got plenty of players down there just stopping the ball going through. McLaren will get it back in again, all the player down there, if they could have grabbed it first time, they'd have been right. It's grabbed their leg.
Yeah. Free kick.
He's going to do something with this one, and that is Maya, Clarissa Maya. Oh, she decides it's too far out to kick. Gets it over to Krzyzewski, and she says, well, I can kick this out of bounds. And almost does. Will they keep it in? Yes, it is kicked.
That's be Strathalbyn's kick there. It'll be a free kick McLaren.
Yeah,
this will be looking like picket fence. This will be a good kick.
Pretty hard to get it through from there, Nifty. And I think that she agrees, and it looks like it's off hand. Is it off the ground? No, it's not off the ground. And it goes through for another minus score, so it's 2-5 to McLaren, 5-4 to Strathalbyn. It's been all McLaren this quarter, mainly because there's no one down the other end of the oval.
Too many points for them though, isn't it? They just can't get the majors on the board. Strathalbyn to bring it back in again. 11.5 minutes gone. This is the final time, 15-minute quarters. Strath goes for the long kick in, out in the dead pocket again, hard they go, back of the pack, there is a plenty of players for Strath and McLaren. Krzyzewski again in there, can't get it, but the handball comes back out wide to Strath, dispossessed of the 40, McLaren still working, trying to get hold of the footy, now they're going in a lot tougher, little toe poke forward, but well picked up there by Strathalbyn in defence.
What they can do now, there's no one to kick it to.
Yeah, that was a really good move. Park down there by Patter. Patter now loads up the footy, now they're streaming down
can
the
get
ground.
it, they can just kick it out.
Oh, again, pick up now, the run on here should be picked up now by Tucker. Tucker can't get hold of the footy, backwards she goes again. Swung around, there it is by Nicky Bell. Nicky Bell gets the football forward, no, not paid. Gary was right on the money, holding the ball. That's Gary's trademark, you can't do that. McLaren free kick in defence.
No, she's not. A long way away.
Oh, a long way from home. Got to really overwork the football now. 12.5 minutes gone. Tries to run around to it. Gets it back up onto Sally Fuller. Sally Fuller loads up a long bomb. Down the wing they go. Doesn't repelled. Here it comes back again from Strathalbyn. Should have been a mark taken there by Johnson. Johnson couldn't get hold of it again, but his second efforts is really good. She stopped the pressure, kick going forward. Now a teammate through Nikki Bell's going to turn around and bring it back inbound again. Mark could have been taken there by Hammond. Hammond couldn't get hold of it, and they're all over the top of Hammond. Umpires are letting it go. Little toe poke comes out the back of the pack. Well, comes to the advantage of the McLaren side. McLaren now running up. The kick forward's not good. Strathalbyn built themselves a wall back there. Now a kick down the line, and out on centre wing far side of the oval playing Tessa Grant. And Tessa Grant, just plenty of time here. There ain't much time left to go. 13 and a half minutes nearly gone now, and this is the last term. Playing it over the back of the pack now to McLaren. Now to Sally Fuller. Gets a little toe poke for it. Finds her teammate Meg Smith now loads up the middle, go towards the centre. That is a good mark. Where was this girls in the first and second term? They need to play on and play on quickly. Cross the ground they go. Still inside the centre square. Strath in front and takes a good mark there by Ella Fry. Fry now loads up the 40. Finds a teammate Millard. Compass on club room side, centre wing. Plenty of time, just sucking it all in. Plenty of time to do it. Long bomb down the line again. Back of the packet floats, loose ball in dispute. Who's got hold of it? Strathalbyn gets it. They get it back over the little pocket rocket there in Johnson. Johnson's been taken too high and will come up with a free kick. She deserves a goal here.
Before the finals, isn't it?
Morgan Johnson deserves a goal here. She's worked so hard. Amazing. A little bit too far out to score. She needs a target. Goes across.
Just wasting time,
Yeah. Waxing the old kick. She's gone over to Nikki Bell. Nikki Bell inbound. Mark can't be taken. Going to come off hands close to the boundary line. No, they want us to keep it in. Still working over there and Holly Wallace. And they can't get hold of the footy. Time coming in there, Kevin.
18 seconds
to go. This is the last hurrah. Strathalbyn with the footy. They do them so well. They play very well today. Come back out the top of the 50-metre up from McLaren. Can't get a kick away. Pressure from Strathalbyn's been there again. The Strathalbyn pressure turns around. They come in through Millard. Millard gets it deep out in the pocket, but it doesn't matter. There goes the honker. Strathalbyn win the Open Women's GSFL Grand Final here at McLaren. Score line is 5 goals 4 to Strathalbyn to 2 goals 5 McLaren.
Yes, an easy win in the end, wasn't it? But wasn't without worries there at one stage. It looked like McLaren may have got on top a little bit, but every time they did, answers there from Strathalbyn, wasn't it? They could just keep the ball out. They were the first to the ball most of the time, and they did all the scoring earlier in the game. So the goal kickers, Brianna Lobehart with 2, Sarah Shaw with 2, and Abby Ballard with 1 for Strathalbyn was their goal scorers, while Georgina Jacobs got both goals for McLaren.
Bounty.
It's a goal. Here by McLaren, they pick up and they go through the goal.
The look by Strathalbyn and kick through for a goal. That is a good mark.
Put the ball on the boot, and that one goes straight through the goal.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM. Don't miss out on your DVD copy of today's Grand Final. This special edition DVD is recorded in high definition, comes in a commemorative presentation cover, and also includes the medal presentations and after-game celebrations. Available now for only $19 from Happy FM, 55 Crozier Road, Victor Harbour.